Welcome back to the Great Outdoor Show. I'm your host, Bob Ide. As I said, we're on the Susquehanna River today. We're going to take a kayak trip with Art Kubal from Susquehanna Kayak and Canoe. And Art, thanks for having us out again. Riverfest right around the corner. We'll talk to Vinny Catrone about that later on, but great night to be out. And what's the Susquehanna River like nowadays?
Beautiful, Bob. And thanks for having us on. It's a great afternoon to be on the water. It's about 5 o'clock on Friday. Wonderful day. Susquehanna River is at a nice level today. It's really cleaned up over the past several years with the help of Riverfront Parks Committee and all other organizations. The river's really become an asset to it. Today we're going to take about a 6-mile trip. We're going to go from West Pittston, just south of the Water Street Bridge, down to Nesbitt Park in Wilkes-Barre, where the Riverfest will be held here in 2 weeks.
What are some of the scenic parts we'll see on a little trip like today?
Well, you see obviously right down through the valley, but we will be passing through some islands, and you can see some remnants of the flood. A bad reminder of what happens when high water comes through. But you see so much wildlife and just the scenery is beautiful. So the Susquehanna is such a great asset to the area. I mean, just the towns it flows through, it comes down through Tunkhannock, down through Falls. We head down towards Harding and West Pittston, through the city of Pittston. And then we get to Plains and Wilkes-Barre. And then we head on down into the lower river valley around Nanticoke and Hunlocks Creek.
Talk to me about your business. You've been doing this a long time. People want to get out here, how can they?
We've been in business 9 years doing the kayaking, and we're based in Falls. We go upriver, we go downriver, kind of trip planning for you folks. We did a trip last Thursday. We saw 3 different eagles on the way from Harding down to West Pittston. So the eagle population has really come back. Rapids on the Susquehanna are pretty much very family friendly. Depending on the height of the water, they can be a little tricky, but for the most part, we have children and families that have gone out, and they're beginners. We give them a river orientation, and most can definitely make it through without any problem. If the river is too high, we don't send folks out, or actually I go out and guide with them. So for the most part, they're fun rapids. You know, some people get a little freaked out, but they're really a good time, and actually they just move you through a little quicker. So nothing to be worried about. Most of the rapids you'll go through are similar to what we're experiencing now, but when we do our Riverfest trip on the 26th, we don't take any canoes or tandem kayaks. We take all singles, and we try to get some folks that have been on the water before, because inevitably we do have some people go over. But we have a lot of safety measures on the water with guides, safety boats, so it's a great time to go if you've never gone. And there to the left on the riverbank is a remnant of the railroad car that's still here from Knott's Mine disaster. The reddish tint on the side of the bank down here is from the Lackawanna dumps into the Susquehanna up above Pittston, and the iron ore has turned the bank red in certain spots of the river. So as we come down through these faster water down here, you'll see the discoloration on the riverbank.
All right, you talked about remnants of flood. There you go. You have a house on one of the islands.
Yeah.
What flood is that from?
That's from 2011.
2011. So not that long ago.
No. Still fresh in our minds, anybody who's been on the river or lives near the river.
Well, we made a little stop now on our Susquehanna River kayak trip, and perfect time now to talk about Wyoming Valley Riverfest with Vinny Catrone. And Vinny, first of all, you having fun today?
Oh yeah, always on the river. It's a good day, and actually with the sun going down,
yeah.
What a nice afternoon.
It's a perfect afternoon, and it's going to be a perfect day next week because they're going to talk about the Riverfest. How long has it been going on?
We're probably going on 20 years at this point. I mean, we started with activities in the park, bringing focus to the river. In 1999, we hosted the Susquehanna Sojourn. We had probably 200 campers in the park, had a big dinner for them, had speakers from the Alliance for the Chesapeake Bay. And once we did that year in 99, we just decided we needed to ramp up Riverfest. So we've got outfitters who we have. Actually, this year we have 4 kayak trips. We have one Friday morning, which is for artists. And what we're trying to do is get artists on the water, stop at an island, spend a little bit of time, paint, do photography, whatever their art medium is. And then Friday evening, we'll be doing a similar paddle, West Pittston to Nesbitt Park, Wilkes-Barre. We always get a good turnout for that. Again, the Friday evening trip, it's short enough, it's cool enough, you're not gonna work that hard on the river. Saturday, we go from Harding, the Apple Tree Boat Launch, to Wilkes-Barre. That's about 4 hours on the river, maybe a little longer if you want to stop on an island. And then Sunday, we go from Wilkes-Barre to Hunlock Creek. Anybody who is new to it and wants to try, it's the perfect time to try. because we've got enough people on the river. We've got safety, we've got guides, we've got the shuttle bus that's going to get you up to it. So those trips are great. Then Saturday during the day, we've got family-friendly festivities in the park. We've got Delta Waterfowl will be there with their retrievers.
A lot of fun.
The Susky Bassmasters will be there doing fly casting. We've got lots of activities underneath the tent, nature hikes, pony rides, you name it, we're doing it in the park. And again, bringing people and reconnecting with the river, so they're going to learn something under the tent about the river, how the river's getting cleaner, why the mayflies are in it. They're going to see some of the fish. The Susky Bassmasters is actually going to have some fish in a tank that come right out of the Susquehanna. Another new thing this year is Friday night we're doing a food truck rally. That's going to benefit the medical oncology specialists, their prescription assistance fund that they've had. So great benefit. Plus, people love those food trucks. They're going to come out to the park. They may not be paddling, but they might come out to the park down by the river, eat some food. We'll have Rick Koval there doing an amphibians and reptiles program for us. Again, just lots going on. Saturday, the other thing we're doing is a food drive. So we're trying to benefit the Weinberg Food Bank. What we've discovered and what we've been told is during the summer months, they don't get a lot of donations.
Right.
They get donations during Christmas and Thanksgiving. So we're asking people to bring a non-perishable food item to the park and try to fill the truck. Visit our website, riverfrontparks.org. They can also call my office, the Penn State Extension office, 570-825-1701.
Well, as we head into the Wilkes-Barre area, Art, tell me, we have a nice crew tonight, good mixture of young and old. What do you see on the river?
Well, what I see, and especially in tonight's group that we have some young children under 10, we've got some teenagers, and we've got some early 20s, and of course, all us old folks. But,
I agree.
but what I like to see is to see the young kids get out and enjoy the water, and you hear so many times, hey, there's nothing to do in the valley, there's nothing to do around here. Boy, you take a trip like this, and you just realize what a gem this is, and the people who enjoy the outdoors really get a lot out of it. I grew up here and never really took advantage of the Susquehanna until probably 15 years ago, where I really started fishing it, and then we started kayaking, and then I had an idea to start a business, and it's just been fantastic. But so many folks have never experienced or been out on the river that they pass over on bridges, on their daily treks to work. But once you get out and you actually see it from the water level, experience the wildlife, you really get a different appreciation of what we have in our backyard. And you can call us anytime. It's 570-388-6107, or check us out on the web at kayaktheriver.com.
Coming up next on The Great Outdoors, we'll head west to check out this week's state park.